Welcome to the Jayda and Stitches show, and welcome to the craft room. We've got a miniature haul of goodies for you today with a couple of sneak peeks at some upcoming videos based on what I've picked up today. First and foremost, next week we will be doing a live crochet along from Monday to Friday, so May the 6th to May the 10th, 2024, depending on when you're watching this. And we are going to be making a garden-themed wall hanging, and we're going to be building the canvas next week. So about 21 by 36 inches, no larger than. And I recommend, if you're going to make it along with this, that you are using a size 4 medium weight yarn. You can use whatever fiber you want. I'm using acrylic. And a DK medium weight yarn. And you need a little bit of green, so like 15 to 20 yards of green, maybe 50 yards of brown, and about 100 yards of blue if you're going to build it along with us. I recommend doing a little stash diving. I've got some green, I've got some blue, I've got some brown, but my brown was lacking, so I popped into the shop specifically to get some brown yarn, some nice plain brown yarn, and they had these gigantic Caron 1-pounders on sale, so I picked one up. This is a nice plain brown. I like to have, because I like to paint with yarn, if you watch this show, you know that we do a lot of image related content when we're doing blankets or granny squares or whatever we might be up to, and I love to have a whole lot of colors in my stash, and I like to have a whole lot of plain basics, and I actually go through a lot more brown than I realized. So when I did a little stash diving, I've got some brown, but I don't feel like I had enough. So I picked up another big 1-pounder. This is your size 4, medium weight, acrylic. I use this all the time when I am painting with yarn. And this will hopefully keep me going for a while. This is obviously way more than you need for next week's project, but I use brown a lot, evidently. So I picked that up. That was on sale. Also, I wanted some more sky blue. This is another size 4 medium weight acrylic that I go through this color so much. I use so much yellow and blue in my projects on this channel. And of course this year for our 2024 calendar blanket, the Magical Granny's Cupboard, or Granny's Magical Cupboard Granny Squares that we're doing, blue is one of my colors. Yellow, blue, and white are the specific colors that I'm using right now. And so I needed more blue, and I found a Loops and Threads at Michael's. This is a really nice blue. It's a very sky bluish looking color. So I may use some of this for the canvas. I might use some of the other blue for my stash. Not entirely sure yet. We will see next week. And that's all I was going to get, seriously, until I saw this. I mean, how could you walk out of the store and leave a color like this behind? I couldn't. So that's also a Loops and Threads. What color is this? This is called, I don't even know what it's called. Oh, neon pink. I mean, obviously, this is definitely a neon pink. I love pink. I love neon pink. And when I have it in the stash, I tend to use it. So grab that on the way out. I'm not even sure what the heck, like how much these were. Probably $6 or $7 because that's what yarn, a ball of yarn this size seems to cost right now. But I do know that this guy was 25% off. So I think it was $15 Canadian, 25% off. So a nice little deal on the acrylic yarn. All right, what else did I get? I've been really getting into thread or lace crochet lately. It's something that I have kind of flirted with for 30 years in my crochet journey. But I have trouble holding the thread, you know, for long periods of time, and I have trouble sort of seeing what I'm doing and using the tiny little hooks, but I love it. I love lace crochet, and I love doing smaller doilies, so I've been sort of, you know, putting my toe in the water and doing a little bit more doily work, and you've seen some of that here on the channel. So I took the opportunity. They had a whole bunch of Aunt Lydia crochet threads stocked, so I picked up some colors to freshen up my stash. I do have a lot of thread, but I don't have a lot of colors. And I picked up some beautiful colors to kind of brighten up the stash that I already have, which will hopefully expand my horizons and my inspiration for making more crochet lace. First off, nice and normal, I've got this beautiful yellow. It's called Maze. This is all classic 10 or size 10 crochet thread. So this is a not too small, but not too big crochet thread in the weight category. So size 10 crochet thread. That is Maize or Corn. That is the lovely yellow color. I like that. That's a really pretty, rich yellow, but it also makes a nice neutral. It can also kind of give an antique look to some lace, so I like that. I should probably hold that up a little closer so that you can see the color. Next, I got this beautiful pink. This is called French Rose, also a size 10. I have a hotter pink in my thread collection, but I think it's like a 3 or a 5 weight. But this is such a pretty pink. It's also like a nice kind of classic pink look, and the older I get, the more I appreciate that old-fashioned pink rose color, so really like that one. This one jumped off the shelf at me. This is Peacock. I absolutely love this aqua blue. It is so rich. It is almost leaning into a teal. Again, a size 10 thread. These are all Aunt Lydia's. But that blue, it's just, oh my gosh, I just absolutely love it. So I'm really looking forward to digging into that. And to be perfectly honest, I think all 3 of those together kind of have a little something going on. Very much like a party or some ice cream if you put the 3 of them together. So, I don't know, little lace project upcoming for that. But most importantly, earlier on a previous live stream, while we were doing some lace work, I talked about, I guess neons or rainbows came up, and some of you mentioned that I can get rainbow lace or crochet thread, and I found one. And this is called Mexicana Variegated. Definitely a rainbow. It really feels like a piñata party. It makes me think of piñatas from when I was a little kid, and they would have all of those beautiful colors sort of like mixed into it. So kind of a rainbow. It has all the rainbow colors in it, but it's not like necessarily in the rainbow order, which I'm fine with. They had other pretty variegated yarn or pretty variegated color versions of this thread too. But there's just something about this one, those bold, strong, classic rainbow colors all put together. So Mexicana Variegated is the name of that one. Absolutely beautiful. Also a size 10 crochet thread. And I am going to have to demonstrate what this looks like because I'm eager to see how it works out. So hopefully a short upcoming video on a simple, tiny little doily using this Mexicana Variegated. Because, I mean, it just looks like a party. I want a party. I want a doily party. Doily party? Is that super dorky? Maybe. And finally, I got myself 2 brand new crochet hooks. I mean, I love yarn, but there's just something about getting a brand new tool for my collection. And I'm very excited about these, like super excited. First of all, you all know how much I love my Clover Amours. That's pretty much the only ergonomic hook that I use. And again, on a previous live stream, I was kind of lamenting the fact that I didn't have a Clover Amour any larger than a size 6 or a J hook. And a lot of you were like, they're out there, you can get them. So luckily I found one. This is an 8mm, also known as an L or an 11. I use this size a lot when I'm double stranding projects or I'm using like a super bulky weight. But look at that pink, it's pink. So I had to have that just because it's pink, but I love the Amours. I find these are a really comfortable grip. I'm a knife grip, and I prefer these over, like, say, the tulips. I did get a set of expensive tulips. I'll link to those 2 videos below. And I wound up giving them away to my mother-in-law because she has a pencil grip, and she loves them. Those tulips seem to work better for her pencil grip than they did for my knife grip. So I tend to love the Amours. And several of you mentioned that I should try the Priam hooks. I had not seen them, I hadn't come across them, but you said because I like the Amours that I might like the Priam. I found one! So I got one. This is an absolutely gorgeous lime green. It's a size 6mm or a J, which is also kind of helpful because I don't use the 6mm much, but I might start using it a little bit more. And I've never had a Priam. So something else I've learned from you guys and all of the really fantastic feedback that we get here on different haul videos we do or the live streams we do or the conversations we have in the chat. A lot of you love Priam. Some of you have purchased Priam and not loved them. So I, again, know that this has a lot to do with the way we hold our yarn, the hold our hook, the way we, whatever our grip is, whatever we're comfortable with. Some of us like inline hooks, some of us like tapered hooks. It really does depend on, maybe how you learned or what you find is most comfortable or possibly what you can crochet the fastest with. So I bought a single Priam hook. I am going to do a video where I compare both of these since this is my favorite and this one's been highly recommended. And I bought one because if I love it, I'll get a couple more for my collection. I really do love the color and I love how that design looks in the the hook. I'll take these out in another video. But if I don't love it, I don't want to run into what I did with the extremely expensive clover, or I bought a tulip set that was really expensive. It was like over $200. It was really expensive. And it was a bust. It didn't work out for me. I didn't find them comfortable. I didn't really like the way they felt in my hands. Again, gave them to my mother-in-law. She absolutely adores them. They're her favorite hooks. Great. But I thought, gee whiz, I don't want to spend $200 and then, you know, my mother-in-law does not need another expensive set of hooks at this point. No offense, Mom. Of course I will give you more hooks, but for me, I want to have the enjoyment of getting a brand new hook and actually finding it comfortable. So I bought one, and if I like it, maybe I'll get more. But upcoming video, I'm going to unbox both of these and compare them and see what I think. And hopefully that will be helpful to you guys too, if you've only got one or the other, or maybe you've never had either, or you want to know how they compare. So look forward to that. And that is a small haul. That's the kind of shopping excursion that I do. All of that together. So, oh, and there were a couple of little buckets that I also picked up. They were $6 each, so, you know, not really craft oriented. They were more just sort of like for hauling stuff around, but they were $6 each. Those 3 balls of yarn, those 4 balls of thread, and these 2 hooks, plus those 2 little plastic buckets I picked up, which are, you know, not really important to the haul, cost $97 Canadian in total. And the buckets, like I said, were like $6 each. So take $12 away from that, and what is that, like $85? So $85 Canadian for 3 balls of acrylic yarn, 4 balls of cotton mercerized crochet thread, and 2 fancy hooks. I'm pretty sure this was $10 and this might have been $13 or $14. Again, all in Canadian pricing. So that's what crochet, or I guess crafting supplies in general, are costing these days, which is why this is a small haul. But all of it will be very happily used, and I'm looking forward to unboxing those hooks. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Look forward to a couple of other little project-related videos to this haul coming soon. Coming soon to a phone near you. I am just super dorky today. Have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and we'll see you here soon on the Jayda and Stitches Show. Until then, stay safe, stay crafty, and let me know what's the most expensive craft project or craft supply you've bought recently in the comments down below. I think for me, the single most expensive thing is this hook. One very expensive hook. Anyway, what was it for you? We shall see. I look forward to reading your comments. We'll see you guys soon here. Take care. Bye.
Hi everybody. Mr. InStitches here. Thank you for watching today. Here are some of our other videos you might be interested in. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.